What's going on, YouTube? It's a Bearded Pyro. Wanted to make a quick video, kind of like with my stash update so far. This is just a lot of the fireworks that we're going to be like shooting off like during the day and kind of like twilight before our big show on Saturday. But I've been kind of accumulating a bunch of this stuff over the last few months, and kind of looking at the spread and kind of want to just share it. This Saturday morning, we'll be picking up our 1.3 order from Lynch Imports. So I'll show you guys all that too once I get it uploaded into the truck. But right now, this is just some things I've been picking up that I've been playing around with. It's got some double lanterns there. You guys know what those are. A couple mission rockets. I don't know if you guys haven't seen these floating around YouTube much at all, but I have a blast with these. They're called Phantoms. Other than that, there really isn't a brand on them. It's just a Phantom salute rocket, but like a standard 8-ounce rocket, but I think like 12 or 14 to a pack, but it's like $10, around where I'm at, which is like southeastern Indiana. But if you ever score these, they're fun. Not loud enough to piss your neighbors off, but loud enough to please your needs, so to speak. These are Moroccan Madness. I picked these up at Shelton Fireworks. They're not as loud as those per se, but these are a little bit more by the rule book. But they've got a lot of color mixed in with those single shots, but you still get a pretty decent report. And I mean, it's definitely nothing to be upset about. It's a great time. They're cheap, man. It's like a 6-pack for $5 or $6. I mean, you can't beat them. And these little guys, they're called like Bees and Flowers. Just as loud as a Sammy shot, in my opinion. And again, dirt cheap. I mean, 30, 40 cents a piece. Nothing really. Cheap, entertaining fun. Got those at Shelton's. The Moroccan Madness, they come in a couple of different sizes, but this season I haven't been able to find the larger size, which are the ones in the back. I've only been able to find this medium and these smaller ones, so I don't know if they're just changing that completely or if they'll have them back in by the end of the season. But they also didn't have any of the Kingpins in either, which are awesome single shot items too. Anyway, so this is for more of the bang, louder stuff. I got a ton of little rockets over here. Picked up these Vector rockets at Phantom over the winter. I was working near them, jumped in, had a discount coupon. They're actually not bad. I got these little ball shell rockets. Those are asteroid rockets. Those are from from Shelton's. Really good for the price. I haven't seen these ever before, so I picked them up. They're like space chopper rockets. The tip of them has like a flare. So you light it, the fuse shoots up to the top, lights this flare, like a novelty flare, and then the thing takes off and then explodes. The construction is really poor on them, but if you can get them to hold together enough to get into the air, they're actually pretty cool. I think it was $12 for 4 of them. Random bottle rockets and whistling rockets and some 2 and 4 and 6-ounce rockets. And got these Tomahawks this year from a fireworks store down the street from me, and it came in like a 10-pack. I bought a big bag, but these things suck this year. They're blowing up and separating before they are even like 20 feet in the air, and I'm kind of afraid to even finish lighting off the rest of them. But anyway, I don't know if anybody else having that problem, but they suck pretty damn bad. And then got these little guys. A lot of these things are for my kids to shoot around with and stuff, but these blackjacks, these are whistling, loud as hell. These are awesome. I mean, other than blackjack, it's pretty much all I got on the name for them. But if you ever run into those are, a lot of fun, decent sized little rocket. Again, getting into more of the kids stuff now. We've got a full day to fill, the day of the shoot, to entertain, 50 or 60 people. 20 of those are children, so lots of parachutes and fountains and you know, smoke bombs and different things like that. And you guys probably seen all these floating around on YouTube, but that frog prints right there, that's actually pretty cool. The kids love it. The eyes light up and flash, and the alien head. It's really a crappy fountain with the exception of the head, and it flickers and lights up and stuff. But and the moonshine barrel is pretty cool. But if you're not a fountain lover, and you want a pretty, I mean, this thing will blow you away. This 100-foot fountain. It's not a 100-foot fountain. It's deceiving. But what it does have is it has mines, and there's 4 or 5 mines in here. And if you didn't know that, it'd scare the hell out of you once you lit it, because you're expecting a decent sized fountain, then all out of nowhere these big mines shoot up, then it'll go back to fountain, big mine, back to fountain, and then until it's done. But it's awesome. It's really, they're like $20 a piece from where I'm located, that 100-foot fountain. But it's really a cool start to a show if you were trying to piece together something different. I think that would, you know, be pretty interesting. Again, for the kids, we got a bunch of little 200-gram fun things to shoot off around twilight. A box of like helicopters and you know, zingers, and a box of the speed demons, a bunch of crackling mines. These are pretty cool here. If you ever run into these, you can read the name. Sunflower with Report by Standard Firework. It's a pretty loud report. I mean, it's up there with like an Angry Elf firecracker. It's just a little helicopter. Here it is out of the box. To one hell of a bang. I was incredibly surprised. Even more surprised when it flew off into my neighbor's tree and then blew up. So that was awesome. But those, a lot of fun for the kids. Roman candles. Again, kid stuff. We've got some bigger ones from World Class back there. Some boomer candles and flashing thunder and crackling. Some Cannon brand. Those fancy shooter Roman candles are actually pretty cool. And then these Star Blasters over here from Shelton's Fireworks. These are, I mean, these are really awesome Roman candles. So if you're ever at Shelton's, I'd recommend those. Ton of novelty stuff. Won't even get into that, but those Mandarin adult snaps are pretty fun. You know, if you ever run any of those are larger snaps. I got a few of my slice cakes down here where I've been storing them. I picked these up from Lynch. I was seeking some Dominator slice cakes, but they didn't. Lynch doesn't sell those, so to avoid having to like travel the day of the shoot and pick them up, because I don't have 1-3 storage here on my property, so I use Lynch imports for their contingency storage. So they hold on to whatever I need until I'm ready to use it. Then I drive up the street, which I conveniently live not far from them, and I pick my order up. But they do sell Pyro Eagle, and Pyro Eagle makes a ton of 1-3 supplies, and they also make some cakes. But so I opted for their stuff, and it wasn't that expensive. These slices are around $9 a piece. The one downside to them is not the effects that you get. They're beautiful, awesome, but you only get one E-match port. So you're shooting it from one side only. Whereas like some of the Dominator Pro items give you like matches, you know, one over here, one in the middle, and one on the left, that you can differentiate, you know, how you want them to fire off. So I'm not wasting all my cues for these right now on my firing system. So when I butt all these together, I'll prod into the lift charge of the last one and then piggyback fuse it over to the next, so that it just keeps going, you know, back and forth, so that I don't have to keep pushing buttons and whatnot. But this is a Spit White Strobe Waterfall zipper, Brocade Mine zipper, Brocade Blue Mines, Yellow Tiger Tail, white strobe, and then silver comet tail. And you can see they only last around 6 seconds a piece. But it's a good effect. It's cheap. It's a good way. If you don't have like if you got like a Chinese firing system, you still get that pyro musical effect type deal without having to single fire off dozens and dozens and dozens of like single shot comets and mines and stuff. But here's some cakes that I don't really know anything about, honestly, but all of our cakes on our show this year are all 1-3 cakes. These cakes are from Shelton's, and Shelton does carry the ones out here. You know, they carry the Dominator brand, and then that's T-Sky over there with the Shoot This, and then there's, you know, another Dominator brand. But you know, Shelton's, I mean, depending on where you're at, some people will say it's, you know, it's crap quality, and you know, I've got to strongly disagree. I mean, just like everybody's going to have their own, you know, opinion or whatever on branding, but Shelton's does a pretty damn good job with their fireworks, and they're incredibly inexpensive compared to some of the marked up competitors. So since Shelton's able to kind of cut out the middleman, I mean, you kind of get some pretty sizable fireworks, you know, consumer fireworks, that is, for really cheap. The downside is they don't ship. So if you're not around here or you don't have Shelton's fireworks in your location, I mean, unless you're willing to hit the road, you're not going to get any of these. But oh, I found this at a shop. He had 2 of them left. I bought them. If you know what this is, you know how hard they are to find, at least for me. He was trying to get rid of them. $35. I mean, at that point, I didn't care. The only Girandolas or UFOs that I could find around me was if I ordered them and then drove down 1-3 product and picked them up, and then dealing with the storage issue and all that. Now, obviously, these aren't, you know, your full-size Girandolas, but I don't even know if you want to call them that. This is technically just a UFO, but let me put this down. All right, so yeah, this is the UFO Hunter. It actually has, I couldn't help it, couldn't resist. I actually fired off one the other day, and it worked out pretty awesome. It was everything that I hoped it would be. I mean, I know I sound like a little kid at a candy store, but these were extremely hard to find where I'm at. So I was extremely excited to find them. But this one, it's like $35. It came with 6 reloadable UFOs, and it's just a Screeking. It does say it has like a, you know, flaming balls to report. There's not really much show, at least not that I witnessed from these, but you can see they're all wrapped up. You just plop it on the tube there, light it, and it spins up into the ground and flies up. It's awesome. Pretty excited about it. But anyway, back to the cakes. So what I wanted to do, I mean, I tried to find videos on the Shelton specific fireworks, and there just aren't anything. And they do a poor job on their website with even descriptions on their stuff. And I know some of these products are really, really nice. So what I'm going to do is attempt to do them a little justice and take a decent video, hopefully, of these specific cakes that they offer, upload them so that people like me that were trying to find something on them can have something to go by. I mean, these things are huge and heavy and relatively, you know, inexpensive. Like this Shangri-La was, I think, like $45. The Blue Star is all blue ring shells. I did see a video on, sorry here, the Condition Critical. That was awesome. It had go-getters and Treboyans and glitter. It looked pretty sweet. You know what the Mammoth strobes do. The Voodoo is all purple, which I thought was pretty cool. The Land Shark's all blue. This 7-shot T-Sky, it's pretty damn light. I mean, that's got to be borderline 350 gram, but the video, it showed that it was pretty good, even though it's labeled as 500. And then the Iron Gorilla is a pretty good cake, but I'm not much of a consumer cake fan personally. We do a lot of big 4 6-inch shells, and then what cakes we do buy are typically 1-3, just because once you get into that realm of purchasing commercial display fireworks, you get a pretty damn good bang for your buck with even case purchases of retail fireworks. But I couldn't pass the deal up that I got on these, so anyway, I'll take some video of all this stuff. I don't think these are even going to be included into the show, but when I do take them, I'll upload everything and we'll go from there. But yeah, anyway, so right now that's all this stuff. I'll do another video of some of my racks that I've got fused up already. But just some fun stuff. It's going to be a pretty exciting day. Can't wait. Yeah, please subscribe, share, comment. If you want to see anything particular, just let me know. And yeah, thanks again, guys, for your support. I'll see you soon.